everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we speak about finances in marriage part 2. As I promised, we had part 1, now this is part 2. Things can get really tricky when it comes to finances in marriage, and tricky is an understatement actually, So as I mentioned in the previous video, so part 1 of this video, my archetype is a penny pincher combined with the gifter, and whereas my husband is carer combined with the risker. So I told you that these things are so accurate. So my husband, as his score was that in terms of reality, he's a person who will spend, and we'll see about the rest. Let's spend when we can, And then I, on the other hand, am like, no, think first, and then once I've thought, I'll probably not even use the money because I've thought myself to a point where I'm like, no, maybe we need this for a rainy day. So yeah. When my husband would ask me, so how much is left for us to use, I knew spending coming. So as I mentioned, I think one of my earlier videos, it happened that on his side, the company that he worked for went under. So you know what, it did become tough in terms of rent and essentials and stuff like that. So at some point there was this one constant salary in the house. You'd find that things are really hard, and then eventually he found work in Midrand. So then on my side, I was working in Bryanston. So imagine I get off in Bryanston, he still drives off to Midrand. It used to be so hard in terms of ensuring that we have fuel for the month, So that's the tricky part. But with that happening, at least we knew that, essentials are at least covered, rent is covered. So it really alleviated that one thing. But unfortunately, also there, not too long after, there was a fallout. So then again, we're back to one constant salary, So when I say tricky as well, so when I started putting together and seeing, okay, this is how much we have, this is how much we get left behind, it started being real and really making sense. And so at times I had to be, because I'm the penny pincher, I had to be the strict one and say, listen, we first have to pay this and the other, and then at least that your monthly obligations are paid, and then you can now spend where you can. But then, like I said, it was tough time. So financially it was not easy to just spend. So like I said, at some point, it was a point where I had to be the penny pincher, as I am. That's how finances work. So also they do become a bit of a sore point, especially if you both have different archetypes, as we do. So you have to keep learning to balance it. Like I said, in my example, where as a penny pincher, I have to try and kind of help us along. So I'm the one who's gonna be the stricter one, and I'm the one who's maybe gonna say, all right, we've at least covered some obligations, we've at least got a budget in place. Now how do we balance together in terms of what is left or what we can use for whatever else, whether it's leisure, essentials, or whatever. So arguments do arise in terms of money because one has a different archetype, the other has a different archetype. So obviously those arguments will arise because finances are a sore point, as we all know. But you know what, as you continue in your financial journey, and maybe you're not married yet, maybe you have a partner, maybe you guys are still doing good financially, there still needs to be that balance and that coming together of the two characters and being able to balance in order for the family to get to a very healthy net worth, to be debt free, especially because the debt freedom journey does become a family matter when it comes to marriage, or if you're staying with someone and you're in a relationship or whatever it is. So I have left the link to the quiz so that you can find out your money archetype. I've left it here again if you didn't fill it in before. If you can, just comment on the comment section what your money archetype is, and also just, if you can, if you are married or in a relationship, or you know that maybe you have different archetypes with the person you are with, maybe share a little snippet of your experience of finances in a relationship or in marriage. And also please share your archetypes if you can. Thank you so much once more for subscribing. For those who have not, please don't forget to subscribe. There's a red button under this video. Please don't forget to click on the notification bell if you'd like to get notifications when videos are loaded. Together we'll get to a healthy net worth. We will become financially free from any debt as we continue on this journey. Thank you so much for watching. I hope it was helpful for someone else. Maybe you don't feel alone because you've got different archetypes and things are not gelling well at times, but please don't forget, it's a journey we're going through together. Because you are in a relationship, you are in different archetypes, you need to balance that and be able to get to a healthy net worth together. So thank you so much for watching. Till next time, ciao.